RCHUB International Foundation for Research and Education, an ISO certified
SPSS. So before getting into an SPSS, I will show you some questionnaire, which is a real data set and which has been collected. So this is the questionnaire actually. You see, they have asked what gender. Actually, this belongs to a beverage company. They have asked only few questions, and I will tell you with these few questions how they derived a superb marketing strategy. They ask only these following questions: gender, which gender you belong to, male or female? What is your age? It's not categorized, it's simply age. And what is the highest level of education? What is your current occupation? Or you're a student or a housewife or self-employed or government employee, private sector or unemployed? And what is your area of residence? What is your monthly income? How often you purchase this particular beverage? On a daily basis or weekly or once in 2 weeks or monthly, and how much ml bottle? There are many 200 ml bottles, 500 ml, some 50 ml, 1 liter, 1.5 liter, and reason for your purchase, and which from where you generally buy. And finally, these are the questions. Which company you think is a major competitor for this beverage company? And how you are satisfied with the product with respect to the product quality, product price, product availability. And finally, these are the questions. I tell you what, with these questions, you may easily end up with a powerful marketing strategy. I tell you how these questions have turned the company upside down with respect to this marketing strategy. If majority of the respondents are male, and if they belongs to a age category between 25 to 35, and most of them are graduates, then if we employ a person who is an influencer, who is a male influencer between the age category of between 25 to 35, you may able to easily cover and market your product. And mostly, it has been found that mostly 72% of the bottle are 200 ml, and nearly 10% is 500 ml, and others are 1 liter and 1.5 liter. So we can easily strategize the production strategy also. So in production, we need to focus, or we need to produce. We need to produce 72% should be 200 ml bottle, only 10% should be 500 ml bottle, and rest of the thing has to be 1 and 1.5 liter bottle. So here there won't be any wastage. So you see, with these few questions, we may easily able to create a marketing strategy and also a production strategy. And they found that they mostly purchase this beverage. It is because they feel thirsty. So during summer season, the production has to go high. So all these strategies are found using these few simple 13 questions. So now let me explain you how to feed these questionnaire into the data set, into SPSS. So I'm going to open this SPSS. So listen to me very carefully, ma. So now we are getting into the we are getting into the software. So I tell you what this SPSS is all about. Many people think this SPSS is specially designed to perform only analysis that is related to social science studies. No. Nowadays, it has been highly updated that with this SPSS, you can do all sorts of statistics, including experimental research. So now I'm going to have a new data set. So you see, this is SPSS. This is the SPSS dashboard. You see, we have two views. One is a data view and another is a variable view. I tell you, listen to me very carefully. In the variable view, you will be typing all your questions, options, and its data type. And in the data view, you are going to type all the numbers. I repeat, only numbers, no names or strings. I tell you,
Excuse
SPSS
me, sir.
doesn't
Screen is
understand.
The
not
screen is
visible.
not changing.
Oh, my screen is not visible. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. is my SPSS screen visible right now, ma? Is it visible right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You see, this is SPSS software. In the SPSS software, this is what is the major dashboard you will be getting. Once you open SPSS, this is the dashboard you will be getting. In the SPSS, you will be having two options. One is a variable view and another is a data view. Let me repeat. One is a variable view and another is a data view. It is in this variable view, you will be typing all your questions, and in the data view, you'll be typing only the data, which is completely numbers, because SPSS does not understand words or strings or alphabets. So you are not supposed to type any alpha or numeric or other than numbers. So in data view should contain only numbers, and variable view, you'll be typing the questions. So now let me explain you how to type the questions and the corresponding options and select the appropriate data measure in the SPSS. Let me share my entire screen so that everything will be visible. Is my entire screen visible, ma? I hope my entire screen is visible. Is my both the things visible? The PPT as well as the SPSS source file, is both the thing visible, ma? Anyone please respond?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So you see, this is our question. Yeah. So this is our question. What is our very first question? Is the gender. So I repeat, if there gender has two options, male and female. In order to type this question, what you have to do is that in the label column, let me repeat, in the label column, you have to type the question. So what is the question? Gender, Gender, gender. And what are the options available, male and female? That you have to type into the box values. Click on the value tab. Click on the value tab. It will be asking you, what do I need to assume? Because I told you, right? This SPSS will not understand alphabets or words. Everything it knows is the number. So I'm telling, if it is 1, assume it is male. And if it is 2, assume it is female. I'm telling the SPSS that if there is a number in the data view, if the data set represents, if in the data set, if the value is 1, assume it is male. And if it is 2, assume it is female. Now I'm going to add and then I'm going to click OK. Now you see, this is a categorical data. This is a categorical data. So we need to select the appropriate measure. For that, you need to click this particular measure, select. You see, there are 3 types of data. When it comes to statistics, there are 2 types of data, categorical and metric. But with respect to SPSS, there are 3 different types of data: nominal, ordinal, and scale. I tell you what this nominal. Nominal is categorical data. Ordinal and scale is nothing but the metric data. So what is, you may have a question, sir, then what is the difference between ordinal and scale? You see the pictorial representation. It is in ordinal is step by step, which means strongly disagree, neutral, agree, strongly agree. It goes step by step, a Likert scale based question, right? So it's, if there is options in such a way, then you have to select ordinal. Or else, if it is in terms of numbers, if it is in terms of height, 153.5 centimeter, 188.2 centimeter, you see, then at that point of time, if it's pure in number, at that point of time, you need to select scale. So now you see this, I'm going to select nominal. You see 3 circles. If you take a close look, these 3 circles will not be touching each other, which means they are complete group. So male is a separate group, female is a separate group. So I'm going to select the measure as nominal. You see, when it comes to SPSS, there are three types of data, nominal, ordinal, and scale. Nominal is categorical data, three circles not touching each other. Ordinal, step by step, a Likert scale based question with equal interval. That is what is the ordinal scale. Scale is nothing but a numerical data. You see, now age. So take a close look. Age does not have any options. So I'm going, age is a question, but it does not have any options. So I'm going to type the question in the label column. In the label column, you have to type the question. And there is no options, right? So I'm not going to type anything in the values. And what is this? Age could be any number. Then what do I need to select? I need to select scale. You see, I need to select scale. It is not nominal or ordinal. I should select scale. It could be any number. So then let me go to the next question. What is that highest level of education? Highest level of education. Let me type it as education simply. Education. So it has the following options. What is the options? The first option is school. The second option is diploma. The third option is graduate. The fourth option is postgraduate. The fifth option is other professional degree. So this is how you need to type the question. Let me move on to the next because these are very similar. Yeah. Yeah. You see, if the question is like this, rank-based question, you see, which company do you think is the major competitor? Let me type that. Which company? Let me type simply as competitor. Okay. Competitor. Here, if you take a close look, here it is been asked, it is been asked from the respondents to rank, right? So for if it is a rank based question, rank from 1 to 4, so each and every option will be getting a particular rank value that is between 1 to 4, and it is not repetitive. So what I'm going to do is that if it is a rank based question, type all the options, type all the, excuse me, you see, type all the options. That is Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, then let me copy and paste. And instead of Coca-Cola, let me put Pepsi. Pepsi. And instead of Pepsi, next is Tropicana. Tropicana. Then other local products. If you take a close look here, the option is from 1 to 4. You see, it could be rank from 1 to 4. So here you have to type one rank label as 1. It could be 2, the second option, or it could be 3 as a third option, and it could be 4 for the fourth option. So here the values and labels are same. That is, it could be rank 1 or rank 2 or rank 3 or rank 4. It could be of any rank. So now I'm going to copy paste the same to everything. You can also copy paste in SPSS. Similarly, if you take a close look at this particular question, why are you satisfied with this particular product? Is it product quality? That is quality, price, or availability? Availability. For all this, the options are strongly disagree, neither agree nor disagree, agree and strongly agree. So these are all the options. So I'm going to type that. One is strongly disagree. Let me put it as SD. Second option is disagree. Third option is neither agree nor disagree. And fourth option is agree. And fifth option is strongly agree. So this is how you have to type the question in the variable options. In the variable view, this is how you have to type your questions. Is everything clear, ma? And most importantly, try to label this, try to name these column, because this will be very much helpful when you are using the data view tab. If it's VR001, VR002, VR003, it may confuse you. So let me put it as this is demographic question D1. This is demographic question D2. And this is demographic question D3. And this is competitor question C1, C2, C3, C4. And this is satisfaction based question S1, S2, S3. Now, if you go to data view, you may easily able to understand, yes, this is my demographic question 1, which is gender. This is demographic question 2. This is age. You can easily identify. If it is VR001, 002, it may confuse you. So, in the variable view, when you type the question in the label column, you have to type the options in the values column, and you have to select the appropriate scale measures in this measure column. Here, if you take, this is also nominal data, and this is, we can say this is scale once again. Whereas this one, this is strongly disagree. This is ordinal scale, you see. So this is how you have to do. So when it comes to variable view, you have to first type the question in the label column, type the options in the values column, and finally select the measures, that is data type, here in this column. And mostly it is not mandatory, but it is advisable to rename the name column, so that if you go to data view, you may easily able to understand what this question is all about. So is everything clear, ma? Till now, how have you understood how to feed a questionnaire into SPSS? See, we have many things to cover, so I may go little fast. So I also want you to interact and let me know, is everything clear as of now? Yeah. Okay, yes. Am I not audible? Is my voice clear or not, ma? Am I audible or what?
Audible, listen.
Okay, okay. So now let me move on to the analysis part. Let me open the source file itself. You see, I have already typed the questionnaire mark. You see, I have all typed the questionnaire and its responses. You see, serial number, gender, age, highest level of education, current occupation, area of residence, monthly income, how much you purchase, reason for purchase. You see, from where you purchase, and rank-based questions, and finally, the strongly the price, product price, and product availability. So everything I have typed already. So now we are going to make an analysis. Before that, I will also tell you how to feed the options. I told you, right, in the data view, when it comes to SPSS, there are two views: variable view, where you type the questions, options, and select the measures. Data view will be typing the response. Everything in the data view should be in terms of number, because SPSS does not understand words or alphabets. Now let me open this thing, my response book. So you see, this is my response sheet, the first response. Is my response sheet, the PPT is visible, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is my first response? Who is my first respondent? It's male, right? You see, the first thing is serial number. That is 1. Okay. That is 1. And my first respondent is male. And we have in the variable view, we have told the SPSS that if it is 1, consider that as a male. If it is 2, consider that as a female. The first respondent for me is male. And what is his age? That is what I have typed it as 1. What is his age? His age is 28. That is what I have typed it here. And you see his highest level of education is postgraduate. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fourth option, you see. The fourth option. The fourth option is postgraduate. That is what I have typed, the number. And what is my next question? The current occupation. He is a private employee, which is sixth option. That is what I have typed here. And if you go to, yeah. And the next, he resides in the urban area, which is the first option. You see, that's what I have been typed here. His income is 2,53,023 rupees. That is what has been typed here. Similarly, what all the options he have I have made it here. See, he have purchased 200 ml bottle. Then next, sorry, he buys on a daily basis 200 ml of bottle. It is because he is thirsty. And most important thing, yeah, I forgot. Say in case if we have given a question like this, please tick all applicable options. See, here the question is where you generally buy the beverage. Is it from the fresh fruits and vegetable shop or bakery or grocery or dairy shop or general merchandise shop? He may tick or he may not tick, which means if he ticks, he says, yes, I buy from the bakery. If he does not tick, we have to assume that no, he does not buy. He does not buy from. So if you take a close look, he does not make tick mark in the fresh fruits and vegetable shop. So I should put no. No, what is you see? Yeah. In the variable view, you see, I have given an option. 1 means yes, 2 means no, which means if you take a close look here, he said he not. Yeah. He said he does not use to buy it from the fresh and fruit shop. Yeah, you see. So the option is no. That is what I put 2 as here. He used to buy from bakery because he have put tick mark here. So which means yes. Yes means the first option 1. And grocery shop also 1. And dairy no. So 2. Similarly, the other things. So this is how, and obviously you know this. Then I have put rank analysis. Then I have also given an option. So similarly, I have feed all the data into the SPSS, not just for this respondents 1. We have collected data from as many as nearly 499 respondents. You see, we have collected data from 499 respondents. So this is what is the data set. So you have to type all the data. So this is how you have to feed all the data into the SPSS. In the variable view, you have to type all your questions in the label column, all your options in the value column, and then you have to select the appropriate measures in data type in the measure column, and for your convenience, label the name column so that it is easy for you to understand. You see, I have typed D1 to D4 just because it's a demographic question, and the company, the corporate oriented questions. These are, say, for example, current occupation, area of residence, monthly income. And so these are how often you purchase. These are consumer behavior oriented questions. How much ML they buy and the reason for purchase. And the other thing, the this I represent as P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. So easy identification I have placed like that. So now you have understood how to feed a questionnaire and how to feed the data set into the SPSS. So now let's move on to the analysis. So Now, let me start with the fundamental analysis. The fundamental analysis, in the sense we have discussed, right? What is a fundamental analysis? A descriptive statistics. So, descriptive statistics could be categorical as well as could be metric oriented. So, categorical in the sense, if all the data are categorical in nature, at that point of time, you can do percentage analysis. So now I will tell you how to do a simple percentage analysis using SPSS. So in order to do a simple percentage analysis, click on Analyze tab, go to Descriptive Statistics, click on Frequencies. So let me repeat, in order to do a simple percentage analysis, click on the Analyze tab, go to Descriptive Statistics, click on the Frequencies, and select the data for which you want the percentage analysis. And in order to do percentage analysis, I told you, right, it cannot be metric data. It cannot be metric data. It should be only categorical data. So I'm going to select gender. Select gender. I'm going to select highest level of education, area of residence, how often they purchase, reason for purchase. So let me select all these on thing. And you can also create a chart. You can also create a chart. If you wanted to create a chart for all the percentage analysis you are going to perform, click on the charts, select whether you want bar chart or pie chart. Histogram is generally done to check the normality of the distribution. Here it does not work out. So if you want bar chart, click on the bar chart. If you want, generally bar chart should be represented in terms of frequencies, and pie chart should be represented in terms of percentage. Okay. So now click continue, click OK. So you see, now we got the output. So what is the output? 70% of the buyers are male. That is, among 499 respondents, 350 people who are buying this beverage are male. Only 29.9% are female. And what is the highest level of education? Majority of them are either graduate or postgraduate. That is 36.1% are graduate and 32.5% are postgraduate. So majority of the people who are buying this beverage are either graduate or postgraduate. And they are mostly private employees. 60.7%. They are mostly private employees. And they reside in urban area, 57.7%. And yeah, this is how. So you see, now we have got the output. So similarly, we have also got the pictorial representation of the bar chart. So if you want pie chart, you can simply click on the pie chart. Say, for example, click on Analyze Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies. Instead of bar chart, if you click pie chart, it will be illustrated only in terms. Then if you click OK, now we see, now you'll be getting the output, the simple percentage analysis along with the pie charts. So this is how you have to perform a simple percentage analysis. Is everything clear, ma? Is everything clear? So now,
Yes, sir.
let me do it. Now let me do descriptive statistics itself. So if it is a metric data, I told you, right? I have taught you about mean, median, mode, standard deviation, kurtosis, and skewness, right? So that we can also do using SPSS. Say, for example, so in order to do that, click on descriptive statistics, go to frequencies once again. Now select the metric data. What are the metric data that is available? That is age and monthly income. These are the two metric data. And click on the statistics. If you click the statistics, it will be asking you what all the descriptive statistics you want from this metric data. I'm going to select yes, I want mean, that is average value, median, the middle value, mode, the most repeated value. I want to know the maximum value, the minimum value, the standard deviation, and kurtosis and skewness. Let me put everything. And if I click continue and if I click OK, now I will be getting the output. You see, majority, on an average, majority of the respondents who is buying this beverage belongs to on an average age category of 28.9519. which means they belongs to either the age 28 to 30. This is what is their average age. Median. What is median in the middle value? Out of 10 people, 499 means what is the middle value? Let me put it as 500. 500 and 250. 250 is the middle value. So the middle value, the person is the age between 28. And mode. Mode is most repeated value. Most repeated value means majority of the respondents who is buying the beverage are of age 25 years. Standard deviation. So with from 25, it is either deviating 6 plus years or minus 6 years. So that, and skewness. Skewness should be, I told you, right? It should be less than if it is the kurtosis or skewness. If it is between +1 to -1, we can say that it is not much skewed or there is no peakness. So you see here it is between 1. So we can say that yes, the distribution curve is okay, normal. Age distribution is almost normal. Majority of the respondents belongs to a that is between 25, that is 28 plus or minus 6 years. That's it. Kurtosis means there is no much peakness. That's what it is. So this is how you have to understand. Similarly, monthly income. You see, on an average, the respondents who is buying this beverage having an income of 3,32,327 rupees, and the middle value. The middle value means the middle person who is earning an income of so and so. And mode, most repeated value in the sense majority of the respondents are getting an income of 1 lakh, not 1 lakh, it is 15,352. This is, I think, repeated value. That's why it came. Okay, so this is how you have to interpret. So you can do mean, median, mode analysis if it's a metric data. So now I told you, if it is a categorical data, go on with the simple percentage analysis. And if it is a metric data, go on with the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation. You may have a question. Is it possible to compare both categorical data? Yes, it is possible. It is called as cross tabulation, which is also a fundamental descriptive statistics that I will tell you right now. So in order to do that cross tabulation, click on analyze, go to descriptive statistics, click on the cross tabs. Say, for example, I wanted to know how much ml bottle they buy and what is the major reason behind it. I want a chart. Chart. So now I'm going to click OK. Say this is what is a cross tab. If I click OK, now I'll be getting this output. You see? Yes, you see, majority of the respondents buy the 200 ml bottle because they feel thirsty. And majority of them buy 500 ml bottle. It is also because they feel thirsty. And whereas 750 ml, they mostly buy it because they are thirsty or sometimes for friends party. And you see 1 liter bottle, they are mostly buying for family function and other reasons. Similarly, 1.5 liter also thirsty and family function, you see. And we have a pictorial representation of the same. So if you wanted to do a simple statistics, that is possible. If it's a purely, if you want to do a simple percentage analysis, you can do it by clicking on analyze, go to descriptive statistics, frequencies, select the data. In case if you wanted to do a median mode analysis, select the metric data and click on the statistics and click the columns which you want and finally select OK. Or else if you want cross tabulation, click analyze, go to descriptive statistics, click on the cross tab, select the data which you wanted to compare, the categorical data which you wanted to compare. Don't use metric data, it is illogical. Okay, so you put the categorical data, one in row and one in column. It can also interchangeably done. Both will give you the same output only. If you want chart, click on the chart, display the clustered bar chart and click OK. So now you'll be getting the cross tabulation. So this is how you have to do the Simple descriptive statistics. So out of 5 important things, the first thing is got over. The first thing, what for we do the statistics to describe, uh, uh, we do statistics for 5 reasons. Descriptive statistics to find significant association between the variables, significant relationship between the variables, significant difference between the variable, and significant influence of one variable on the other variable. The first thing got over. Now let us move on to the second thing. What is that? The significant association test. I hope you remember. What for we do significant association test to identify whether both the categorical datas are associated with one another. So in order to do significant association, what statistical technique we will use? We will be using chi-square test or correspondence analysis. So this is what we are going to do it right now. So are you ready, ma? So in order to do, let me first consider a question. So what 2 questions? Let me consider. Yeah, we have, yeah, for the same thing, let me do the chi-square test. That is how much ml bottle they buy and the reason for purchase. For this itself, we will do. See, you see, these both are categorical data only. Both are categorical data with more than 2 plus options, right? More than 2 plus options. So we don't want to do chi-square test with this. Let us perform correspondence analysis. Let me put chi-square test for gender. Gender has only 2 options. You see, it has 2 options. If one of the categorical data has only 2 options, you cannot perform correspondence analysis. So in order to do correspondence analysis, both the categorical data should have 2 plus options. So let me start with chi-square test, which is simple. So in order to do a chi-square test using SPSS, what you have to do is that you need to click Analyze, go to Descriptive Statistics once again, click on the cross tabs once again, select the data, that is gender and reason for purchase, and then I'm going to click the statistics. The statistics, if you click statistic tab, it will be asking you, do you want to perform chi-square test or correlation analysis? I am going to select chi-square test. Since both are categorical data, we cannot perform correlation. We are going to perform chi-square statistics. And then I'm going to click continue. And then I want a chart also. Let me click this also. And in the cell column, some guide may expect observed reading and expected reading. You know the chi-square formula, which is observed reading minus expected reading. So if the guide asks to provide the table with observed and expected reading, checkbox is expected reading also. But I don't want that. So let me uncheck box this. Now click OK. You see, now we got the output. Now we got the output. So this is the output. How to interpret this output? So this would be another question for you, right? So when when it comes to chi-square test output result, you will be getting 2 important table. One is a cross tabulation output. The second is the chi-square test output. So in the cross tabulation, as we know, the majority of the male are buying. It is because they feel thirsty, and followed by the friends party, and similarly female also do the same. They are buying mostly for thirsty and friends party, but they are almost, the ratio is completely different. Okay, so the ratio is completely different. It's similarly the next we predominantly they are using for other reasons. Here the option is different, and then the family function. Whereas here they put rank. If you put rank, it will be coming around 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. Whereas here, if you put rank, it will be coming like 1, 2, 3. This one is 3 and then 4. So the opinion is so there is no significant association in the opinion with respect to male and female. So we will see. Yeah, you see, it's almost the opinion is same with respect to this and this. Okay, you see how to interpret this. It's 0.00. Let me give a simple example. Say, for example, Huzaifa. Say, Huzaifa is a judge. Huzaifa is a judge, and I am just a lawyer. And Huzaifa is telling me that you need to come with a case. If you're bringing a case to me, you have to bring at least 5% evidence. Only then I will accept your case, or else I will reject you. See, Huzaifa is telling me, I'm a lawyer and she is a judge. She is telling me, if you're coming with a case, you need to make sure you come with at least 5% evidence. Only if you come with 5% or more than 5% evidence, I will accept your case. If you're not coming with a proper if you're coming with less than 5% evidence, I will reject you. So if you take a close look here, if the chi-square value, the significance value is 0.000, which means I am coming with 0% evidence. What she will do? She will reject my case, right? So that is what it is. So think me not just as a lawyer, as a null hypothesis. What null hypothesis will tell is that there is no significant association, there is no significant relationship, there is no significant influence, there is no significant impact. So this is what I tell. So if I reject it, what will be my hypothesis, alternate hypothesis? There is significant association. You see, I am null hypothesis, lawyer, mostly coming with a null hypothesis. What is my null hypothesis? There is no significant association, but I'm coming with 0% evidence. You see, the evidence is 0.00. If it is 0.05 or greater than 0.05, she need to accept my case. She need to accept my my thoughts. But here in this scenario, it is less than 0.05. What happens is that she will reject my case, which means what is the alternative hypothesis that is going to be accepted? That is, there is significant association between the reason for purchase between the male and female respondents. You see, for both male and female, both are buying or purchasing the beverage. It is because they feel thirsty. And the second reason also same, because they are mostly for friends party. You see, there is an association. So there is an association. You got me how to interpret a chi-square test. Is it clear, ma? If as a judge, if the significance value is greater than 0.05, accept it. Then I accept the null hypothesis. If the significance value is less than 0.05, reject the null hypothesis. As simple as this. Is it clear, ma? We don't have time. So let me explain you how to perform the correspondence analysis. So in order to do the correspondence analysis, what you have to do is that now you have to click on the dimension reduction. In dimension reduction, you need to click the correspondence analysis. I told you, right? When it comes to correspondence analysis, you need to make sure that both the categorical data, what you're selecting for the analysis, should have 2+ options. You see, this has 4 options. And how often you buy? It has 5 options. 4 options and 5 options. That is what I'm going to select right now. You see, how often you purchase, how much ml bottle you purchase. This has only 4 options ranging from 1 to 4. I'm going to update. And this has 5 options, 1 to 5. I'm going to update. And then click OK. You see, now I got the output. For this, the pictorial representation will be automatically generated. You see? Yeah. If a person is buying on a daily basis, he's buying 200 ml bottle. If a person is buying on a weekly basis, he's buying 500 ml bottle. Monthly basis, 750 ml bottle. Once in 2 weeks, they are mostly buying 1 liter bottle. See how beautiful interpretation. This diagram will be automatically generated. Here also, since I told you, right, the cross tabulation correspondence analysis or brothers, they will be seeing the same output. That is, you will be seeing the cross tabulation here. You see the cross tabulation to daily against 200 ml bottle, 500 ml bottle, 750, 1 liter, similarly weekly and everything. And similarly, you see the chi-square statistics till here. And if you take a close look, I think I have given a wrong option here. You see, I have put the fifth option here. It has only 4 options. Daily, weekly, once in 2 weeks, monthly. That's it. There is no fifth option. This has only 4 options. You see, now we got the right output, good output. So we can clearly say that, yes, there is association. There is association between the daily purchase and weekly purchase and once in 2 weeks and monthly purchase. Here the significant value is less than 0.05. We can say that there is no, the null hypothesis is rejected, which means there is association. There is association with the ml of bottle they buy on the the frequency of purchase. The frequency of purchase and the amount of bottle they purchase, it has a significant association. You see, if they are buying on a daily basis, they are buying mostly 200 ml bottle. On a weekly basis, they are mostly buying 500 ml bottle. So you see, there is some association. You see, there is some association. So this is how you have to perform correspondence analysis. Let me repeat once again. Today, we have discussed how to perform a simple percentage analysis, descriptive statistics, that is mean, median, mode, how to perform cross tabulation, then the extended version of it, that is how to perform the chi-square statistics and how to perform the correspondence analysis. So as of now, is everything clear, ma? And most importantly, I see many of the scholars performing the chi-square statistics, even the table value is not 5. Say, for example, if you take a close look here, you see all the values in each and every cell is greater than 5. You see, it's greater than 5. If any of the value is less than 5, or if the 20% of the cell has less than 5 value, that chi-square statistics is not acceptable. Let me see, is there any possibility to get such output? Yeah, let me put gender and reason for purchase or reason for purchase. How much am I? Here all the cells are having more than 5 value. Yeah, you see this? You see this? Yes, this is what is important. Along the chi-square statistics, you will be below it, you will be telling 0 cells have 0% have the expected count less than 5. You see, if any of the cells has value less than 5, and if it is greater than 20%, your entire chi-square statistics is not acceptable. So you need to make sure that all your cells has greater than the value greater than 5. That is what is advisable. And if it is less than 5, stop with the cross tabulation. Don't go with the chi-square statistics. That's it, ma. So I think this is more than enough for the day. Tomorrow we need to cover lots and lots of topics. So I want you to be on time. It may go, yeah, additional 10 or 15 minutes may go on further. So please be prepared. So today, in today's session, is everything clear, ma? Have you understood how to feed Today I have discussed how to feed a questionnaire into SPSS and how to feed a data set into the SPSS, how to perform a simple percentage analysis. I also have taught you how to perform a descriptive statistic, this is mean, median, mode, and I have also taught you how to generate a bar chart and a pie chart, and I also have taught you how to uh, now how to perform cross tabulation, and then how to do the what do I say? How to do the chi-square statistics and correspondence analysis. Is everything clear as of now, ma?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubts in today's session? Yeah, the thing is that that there will be many tables. Don't consider all the tables. Just consider important tables, important values in the tables. That's more than enough. Okay. I see many of the scholars simply copy pasting the table. No, you need to copy paste these table into Excel sheet, scrutinize it, and then only put it in the Word document where when you are writing an article or thesis. Don't simply copy paste. All values is being illustrated here. Most of them are not necessary. Okay. So is everything clear as of now? Do you have any doubts? Even if it is related to your study, if you have a data set like this, you can ask question mark. Have I thought in such a, what do I say, crystal clear manner? Let me see. How to feed checkbox questions. I tell you, Diksha, let me see. When it comes to checkbox question, it is yes or no. Simply yes or no options. That's it. See, if we not checkbox, it means it is no. The option is no. If we checkbox, then it is yes. That's it. So if it's a checkbox based question, simply put the options as yes or no. You see, where you used to buy the beverage from the fresh fruits and vegetable shop or bakery or grocery or dairy shop or general merchandise. Here, if we have made a tick mark, it states that yes, he used to buy from the fresh fruits and vegetable shop. And if we have not made a tick mark, it is no. That is, then you have to put a corresponding value in the data set. You see, the corresponding values in the data set. Checkbox based question is nothing but yes or no type questions. That's it. So anyone, any other questions, ma? Sir, do we need to fill it or we can directly extract the data from the spreadsheet or from the Google form and import it into the SPSS? Yes, you can do that. Or else you can simply copy paste from the Excel. My suggestion is that actually, if time permits, if actually we are planning for elongated SPSS class, this is a very short course, but at that point of time, I may teach you. The thing is that actually scrutinizing the data set itself is a very big task. And you can simply copy paste your data set from the Excel sheet to the SPSS, just like that. It's not necessary you need to import. Yes, you have import option, but also you can also copy paste. And most importantly, I advise not to feed the data directly into the SPSS because you will be having missing values, you will be having unengaged respondents. So it is always advisable to first put all your data into Excel sheet, identify the unengaged respondents, identify the respondents who have many missing values, delete it, scrutinize it, and finally feed the final data set into the SPSS. Okay, ma. So I think this is more than enough for the day. So no other questions, right? Okay. So okay then. Yeah, I hope you have you don't have any questions, but In case if you have any questions in today's or before live session, feel free to ask me during the next live session. So can we wind up? So thank you all. Thank you, God. We see. Take care. Bye. Yes, yes.
Contact RCHUB International Foundation for Research and Education. WhatsApp 9888 231 231.